Welcome to DataUp, a tool designed to help environmental scientists easily upload files to their local repository for data management. DataUp is a collaborative project between Microsoft Research, the California Digital Library at the University of California, and the Gordon and Betty Moore Foundation, and is available both as a web application and as an add-in for Microsoft Excel 2010. In this tutorial, you'll see how to install the DataUp add-in for Excel and to use its features to check for best practices that facilitate data sharing, create and manage metadata, create a unique data citation, and post your files to a repository. First, you'll need to make sure that you have the .NET 4.0 framework and Microsoft Visual Studio Tools for Office runtime installed on your computer. Both can be downloaded from Microsoft.com. Once you have .NET and Visual Studio Tools for Office installed, you're ready to install the add-in. Download the zip file from bitbucket.org/dataup and extract its contents to your computer. The add-in makes use of files within the extracted folder, so it's best to extract the files to your local drive. Moving or deleting the folder after the add-in is installed will disable the add-in. Double-click on the setup file and then select Setup. Once the add-in has been installed, you'll see this message indicating that the installation was successful. After you install the add-in and open Excel, you'll see that the DataUp ribbon has been added. The add-in is comprised of 5 main features. The Check button initiates a scan of your data and displays a list of potential issues here on the right side of the screen. If your workbook has multiple tabs, you can scroll through them here. Depending on the specific error, you will see suggested remedies by clicking the Advice button. Clicking the Information button will give you more details as to the nature of the potential error. The Remove button functions differently depending on the issue. In the case of an embedded chart, clicking the Remove button will remove the chart from your data. In the case of cell formatting, such as colors or different font effects, like bold or italics, only the formatting is removed, not the actual data. Notice that in some cases the Remove button is disabled. In these cases, you may have to remove or alter the data manually. Through the Data Description button, you can access and edit a variety of metadata via these 2 tabs. The Data Descriptions tab contains author information as well as various other bits of information about the data that you're working with. Any information that you enter here will be shown again during the upload process, and you will have an opportunity to review and make changes at that time. The fields marked in red are required during the uploading process. The Column Description tab gives you the ability to define specific columns of data that you want to include in this data set. You can select a range of data by first clicking on the Select Range button, and then by using your mouse to highlight the cell or range of cells that you wish to include. In the next dialog, you'll be able to make any edits to the data range, including the entity description, name, description, type, unit types, and units. You can delete specific data by clicking the X here. Note that the entity label refers to the sheet names within your workbook. The Column Description button works in a manner similar to the Column Description tabs within the Data Description button. The only difference being that after you select the range of data, you see your newly created range information in the Metadata tab within your workbook, rather than in a dialog box. The Generate button allows you to retrieve an identifier and create a citation, which will be used in the Upload wizard. Fill in the publication year, title, and version information as needed. Click the Retrieve an Identifier button, select a repository, accept the terms of use, and then click OK to get your identifier. Once all the fields are filled out, click the Generate Citation button to complete this task. Note that the information is also stored in the Metadata tab. The Post to Repository button initiates a wizard which will upload the information that you have entered using the other features, and end with the actual upload process where your files will be uploaded to the repository of your choosing. Now let's take a look at the Post File wizard. Open the file that you wish to upload, and then click on the Post to Repository button to start the wizard. First, select the file format that you want to use. If you select the CSV format, only the tabular data will be retained, and any embedded objects such as graphs or other embedded images, as well as any formatting, will be removed. Use the XLSX format if you wish to retain these formats for your data. You'll need to make sure that the repository you're using will allow the uploading of native XLSX format files. For this demonstration, we'll use the XLSX version so that we can show you some of the error checking features that you won't see if you use the CSV file format. On the next screen, you'll see a summary of any data formatting issues that were found within the file. Each tab in the workbook will have its own totals, and each of the columns are sortable. You can switch to the individual tabs in any order to remove the selected data if you wish. Just check the box for any rows of data that you want excluded from your upload. If you had selected the CSV file format on the previous screen, a lot of this embedded data, such as the images and text formatting, would have been stripped out. After clicking the Next button, you'll be able to review and edit any of the metadata you have previously entered and add any additional information that you wish to include. Again, please note that some of the fields, such as first and last name, email address, title, abstract, and keywords, are required. On the Column Description tab, you'll be able to review and edit any column descriptions within the dataset. While you can access this tab from the wizard, you may find it easier to highlight columns of your data outside the wizard, so it's recommended that you use the Column Descriptor button on the ribbon prior to launching the wizard. In the next step, you'll need to provide an identifier. If you don't have an identifier, click the Retrieve an Identifier button, select the repository from the drop-down list, accept the terms of use, and click OK. Make any adjustments to the publication year, dataset title and version, and owner fields, then select the Generate Citation button to automatically include the necessary information in the citation field. Then click Next once again. Select the repository, make sure the user agreement is checked, and then click the Post button to begin the uploading process. Once your data has been uploaded, you'll see this confirmation box. Clicking the button will close the wizard. For more information about DataUp, including other tutorial videos as well as links to download the Excel add-in, visit bitbucket.org/DataUp. To use the DataUp web application, visit dataup.org. Thanks for watching.